I am in Peru right now. Those are the Ausangate mountains. I've got a couple hundred alpaca as an audience for this. I'm out here solo backpacking, hiking. I picked this area because I've been to Peru before and I kind of wanted to do it better this time, like 5 years ago. And also I remember seeing a Sam Colder video where he was testing out the Spark or the Air drone, I think, and he like flew it through a tent, like over someone pouring coffee. And I'm not sure if it was this, but it might have been, because he shot at Rainbow Mountain and then he had like something that looked like this in the background, so he might have done this loop. You know all about Thailand and Bali if you've watched that film, but something I didn't share too much of. I didn't make a YouTube video, no travel film, about Cambodia, but I went there for a Tom Ford shoot. So this was a freelance gig, so they just hired me to go and shoot, and I just dedicated all my time to recording footage for them, so I didn't record anything myself, unless you count me wearing a stupid hat and taking a bath. But regardless, it was an interesting project because I haven't done like freelance for someone else in a while like that, and a lot of it was different than what I usually film. I like real, authentic documentation, and then I put a creative spin in editing to make it cool on my own. But the shoot was 100% all staged, fake. Everything that the model was doing was just, her heart was not in it. And that's nothing against them, you know, that's kind of the corporate world and beauty. A lot of it is staged and fake, and there's a skill that goes into making that look real. And having fun on a shoot like that is a little difficult for me. So it made me appreciate shooting things like this in the hiking film that I'm about to post. And those who follow me know that I have been all over the place trying to figure out my life. Every time I go on a trip and say I'm a nomad, I come back to New York for a certain amount of period, and then I go out to do something, and then I come back. I haven't been keeping promises to myself, and I've been foolishly making public promises to you and just not fulfilling them, not keeping my promises. That's the biggest problem I have right now. Morning. You got people passing. So travel films, I think they're a good excuse for me to be living out of a backpack. I've got this, and I've also got a duffel bag back in Cusco at the Airbnb I'm staying at, which is like $9 a day, private room, so nice. So I think that was my problem. I would travel too much and move around too much, but now I'm trying to get like week or month long apartments, sublets, Airbnbs, and then do hiking trips and shoot little videos off of that little home base we'll call it. Working with Brett was fun. I know he just made a big decision. He got an apartment in New York and a studio in New York when he was Mr. Nomad travel guy a couple months ago. And this is something that I see a lot of filmmakers say. They're like, New York City's awesome. Like if you put New York City in a title for a YouTube video, like people watch. It's an interesting location and there's always something going on. And you can always take a trip here or there, but New York City as a home base is expensive, but it's worth it. So that's something I've been thinking about a lot. Should I have an apartment in New York? I don't know. So those who did their research probably figured it out. I didn't want to share too much just out of respect for India, but we haven't been together for a while. And she's still in the apartment. She probably got some big life decisions as far as moving to a new city coming up, but she's got that apartment. We're still friends. Things are okay, but we're not together. Just to clear things, to clear the air. I'm single, I'm solo, and me traveling as a nomad has a lot to do with that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Buenos dias. I like that hat. That's a good hat. I like that hat. Shoot a video. Yeah. Test 1 2. Hola.
Ah. Ciao, ciao amigo.
Ciao.
Amigo.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, other projects. I did the Zion Weebill Lab. I liked it, but if I'm backpacking and doing hiking films, it's still too big and too much thought. Like, should I shoot a gimbal shot? Should I not? So right now I'm just camera, drone, and tripod. I know one of the top comments is like, how long until Kraig actually gets rid of this thing? I got rid of it. I'm sorry. The Peak Design tripod, they sent me out this carbon fiber butte before the launch. It was awesome to like actually coordinate with the launch of our product. I think this was the first time that I did this, but with a company I like and respect and a product that I actually wanted. And I'm a minimalist, so how many products can like be perfect for my arsenal? So it was just a home run. I had a lot of fun, and I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, and it's fantastic. I love it. Book report project. I know I've hinted about this a little bit, but I do have notes. I have the first one ready to go. I just want it to be perfect. It's about Cal Newport's digital minimalism book, and I really enjoy reading. I've been destroying audiobooks, and I would like to start a series where I review and just share the best pieces of information. And after I started taking these notes and having this idea, I checked out Blinkist, which is an app, a company in Germany that just does this. It like is the Spark Notes of books. I didn't want to completely rip them off, so I looked at it, then I'm like, I shouldn't look at this. I actually have a flight back to New York in less than a week, because I have a project to do that I committed to a while ago. It's a good project up in upstate New York, and I will probably, hopefully, I promise to make the first book review video. And there's a couple little things that I want to do as far as like a book club and getting input from other people and making a list of like Kraig's favorite books. So I think it should be good, and it fits with my nomad life. If I'm out God knows where, I can always read and I can always make a book report, so it should just be a part of what I do. That book was partly why I've made a big change in social media, in what I consume and what I post. You may have noticed I got rid of Twitter, so that's gone, and I've posted way less on Instagram and less on YouTube as well. It's all about minimalist expression, I guess. If I post less and only post things that I care about, it should be higher quality. So it's just quality over quantity. And as far as consumption, I just found it to be a waste of time to just always be checking everyone's thing, to be always checking the news on Twitter. I stopped doing it entirely, and I feel much better. Hopefully that wind isn't bad. So I still want to commit to that minimalism. I want to commit more to the digital nomad lifestyle. And like I said, I think that includes slowing down and having apartments and being a little bit just chiller in general. And like always, the usual things, trying to figure out if I should have a website, what to do with my gear page, should I do blog articles, should I have a newsletter, should I have a Patreon that caters to more of the education mentorship aspect of my videos, should I just upload big grand travel videos, should I stop doing public education videos for tutorials and reviews? Trying to figure it all out. Buenos dias. Everybody's making fun of me today. I'm just a YouTuber out here in the mountains of Peru. Lastly, I wanted to go through who's inspiring me at the moment. Matt Diavella's been killing it. His Patreon model looks pretty good. His videos have been doing pretty well. He's the king of making a promise and keeping it, intentionality. So yeah, he's definitely an inspiration right now. We've talked a little bit, but I would like to get back in touch with him and see how I can help him to do anything. Tim Kellner, as always, killing it. I don't know much about him. I don't think anyone does, but to me it seems like he's keeping his promises. He's been out on the road. He just uploaded an Instagram post talking about how he's exhausted from doing so much. I think he's shooting for other people's projects, but I think we could probably expect to see like a big grand film like his Asia one coming soon. I struggle with being lonely out here, traveling, doing digital nomad stuff, and it seems like he's good at that. I don't know anything about him. Never met him, but we've talked, and hopefully we can meet up. Will Derbyshire over in London, I believe, I don't know, is always pretty cool. He's chill. I like his style. He's very unique. I've been watching Chef Sable like always, and I always get so inspired by watching that. I recently watched one a couple episodes back about Peru, and it was so chill. It inspired me to come here. I want to shoot more food stuff, so if I'm not shooting a hiking film, I want to try to figure out how to shoot like interesting food of a different area. I think that would be fun, but to shoot it high quality, like that show is so good. Ugh. It makes me miss Southeast Asian street food. I gotta go back and get me some noodles and soup. Pho. I gotta go to Vietnam. I will say the food in Peru, a little lacking. And lastly, my brother Curtis is actually hiking the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail. It's like 2,000 plus miles through California up to Canada or whatever. It's like a couple month-long hiking trip, and he's got everything on his back. You know, he goes into town every so often, but he's got a couple friends that he's made on the trail, and he's killing it. He's a couple 100 miles deep, and really respect that. It's really cool. I've been thinking about going out to surprise him on the trail. I think he would like that. Shoot a video surprising my brother on the PCT. But once he's back, I definitely want to do some hiking stuff with him and reconnect a bit. Yeah, good job, Squirt. So that's it. That's a little life update. I don't know what I'm up to, but hey, figuring it out. Enjoy this last glimpse of these majestic mountains and one more clip of these alpacas running around.
Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace, the best place to build a beautiful website online. I use my website, craigadams.com, to share the gear that I use to create my work. Squarespace templates make it quick and easy to customize your site into whatever you want it to do. I'm able to update items as they change and keep everyone coming back to see what I recommend. I was able to make a website that's minimal yet offers value. Every filmmaker should have a website, and Squarespace makes it possible. Visit squarespace.com/craigadams or click the link in the description below for 10% off your next purchase. Thank you, Squarespace, and thank you for watching.